Good morning. Please have a seat. You're here about the position?
I guess. A friend referred me. I'm just not sure I'm cut out for it.
That's okay. We aren't going to offer you anything you're not qualified for. Just be honest and we'll be fine. You know who, you are interested though.
Well, I'm at least curious.
Well, you're here. That's a good start. You know who you'd be working for?
Yeah.
You sound a little less than enthusiastic. You know, he's kind of a big selling point for a lot of folks.
Oh, he is for me too. It's just a little bit intimidating.
We get that a lot. Once you get to know him, I don't think it'll be a problem.
Really? He's not too demanding?
I wouldn't put it like that. He is going to ask you to give him everything you've got, but he's not harsh. He's super patient, and he's never going to ask anything of you that you're not capable of.
Well, that's a relief. I'm not very capable. That's kind of my biggest concern. I just don't think I have what it takes.
That's not a problem, actually. We're all about learning on the job here. To be honest, most people are kind of a disaster at first. But with some time and with the boss's help, almost everybody shows tremendous growth.
Does that happen quickly?
For some people, sure. Other people move a lot more slowly. There's even some folks that kind of go the wrong direction for a while before they get back on track.
Oh, what happens to them?
What do you mean?
Don't they get dismissed?
Oh, no, we don't do that here. There are expectations and standards. If those aren't being met, there's going to be an uncomfortable conversation. And, well, we do have a few people that leave just because they don't like the way the boss does things. But anybody who really wants to be here gets to stay no matter what.
No matter how bad they mess up?
No matter how bad they mess up.
You'd think more people would want to sign on for something like that.
I know, right? It's not that it's easy, but when you consider the benefits, you'd think folks would be lined up around the block to be part of this enterprise.
What kinds of benefits?
Well, eternal life, of course, that's the big selling point for most people, but it's about more than just living forever. It means you can live a life now that matters forever. Most people spend all their time doing things that's going to be forgotten in like 100 years. But in this position, you get to be part of remaking creation.
Remaking creation?
Yeah. You may have noticed that the world's kind of messed up. People are angry and confused, and they hurt each other a lot, and, well, nothing really works quite the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, I can see that.
You might think that the boss would just chuck everything and start over, but that's not how he operates. He's actually in the process of redeeming all of creation. He starts by taking one life at a time and transforming it, but ultimately, he's going to create a whole new heavens and a new earth, and everybody that's part of the redemption project gets to be with him in that perfect place forever.
That's really incredible. I just don't know what I'd have to offer. I don't know anything about redeeming creation.
That's okay. Let me let you in on a little secret. The boss, he doesn't actually need any help from anyone. He is perfectly capable of completing this project all on his own. He just has this thing where he really likes having partners in his work.
Wait, so I'd be a partner?
Yeah, that's the best part of the gig as far as I'm concerned. You get to actually work with the boss. That means you get to have a chance to get to know him better every single day. It's great.
This all sounds a little too good to be true.
There's cost involved. You have to understand, this is an exclusive gig. A lot of folks come on and they try and keep up a side hustle or two. Eventually, the boss is going to call you out on that. He wants everything that you're doing to be part of his operation. And so he's going to insist that you bring it in and put it under his control. And some folks, frankly, they don't like that. But if you ask me, it is totally worth it because, it turns out anything that you're doing works out better when you put the boss in charge. So do you want the position?
Wait, you're offering it to me? Don't I have to try out or something?
No, you've been pre-approved. The boss's son, he vouched for you like 2,000 years ago at a place called Calvary. That's good enough for the boss, so it's yours if you want it.
I do. It's just, don't y'all require a background check?
That's not necessary here. You see, the boss, he already knows everything.
Everything?
Everything you've ever done or said or even thought.
Well, he's not going to want to work with me then. I've done some things and my thoughts are just...
Listen, I don't think you understand. I don't typically do this, but can I just share with you a couple of the files of some other members of our organization, just to give you some context?
Okay. So, it says this guy committed adultery and then murdered a guy to cover it up. You're telling me your boss worked with him?
Yep. Even called him a man after my own heart. There was a lot of pain involved for King David because of those choices, but the boss never bailed on him, and he actually used David to accomplish some pretty incredible things.
Wow, okay. What about this guy? It says he was given a position of great influence, but he killed a guy and then ran and hid from his people for 40 years, abandoning them while they were being persecuted.
Yeah. You know, the boss actually put him in charge of the operation of rescuing the people of Israel from slavery in Egypt.
Wow. Well, oh, this one has to be a mistake. It says this guy dedicated his life to persecuting the boss's people and keeping the plan of redemption from going forward.
No mistake. It took something pretty special to get his attention, but once he had it, the boss used Paul to plant churches all over the Roman Empire and even write a huge portion of the New Testament.
So if the boss can use these guys, then
nothing from your past is going to keep him from using you, if you put him in charge. So, do you want the position?
well, yes. Yes, I do.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Let's go meet the boss.